Have you ever wondered what a day would be like without any fear in your mind? A day completely under your control. Your eyes could be filled with peace, and you could enjoy every moment. There would be no fear in your stomach, and you could immerse yourself in your work with every passing second. You could be excited about your future, and this excitement could inspire every decision you make. You want the best for yourself and are making every possible effort to achieve it. But now, fear is not your companion, a shadow that never follows you. Confidence can plant seeds of inspiration in your ears, a voice that can boost your self-assurance. This voice can tell you that you are enough, that your effort will always be sufficient. Every project can seem like an opportunity where you can excel, every task a challenge you can overcome. Every presentation can inspire you, and the fear of people's judgments cannot hold you back. You want to live in this cycle of confidence, to find the courage to believe in yourself and your efforts. You want to believe in yourself, to see the potential that others see in you. One day your boss called you into their office. Your heart was pounding, each beat increasing your anticipation. Was it about your last project? Had you achieved something significant? Had you found success? One question after another could arise in your mind, each more exciting than the last. Your mind could be filled with inspiring thoughts, a storm of confidence and self-belief from which you cannot escape. Did you know that we all have certain fears that we aren't even aware of? These fears can impact our lives. The first fear is public speaking. Many people struggle with this fear, and it can affect their professional and personal lives. The second fear is the fear of failure. The fear of failure can prevent us from taking new opportunities and hinder our growth. The third fear is the fear of rejection. This fear can stop us from connecting with others and sharing our ideas. The fourth fear is the fear of change. The fear of change can force us to stay in our comfort zone, depriving us of new experiences. The fifth fear is the fear of the unknown. The fear of the unknown can prevent us from taking new paths. The sixth fear is the fear of being judged. The fear of others' opinions can stop us from showing our true selves. The seventh fear is the fear of losing control. The fear of losing control can prevent us from living our lives to the fullest. Recognizing and facing these fears can improve our lives. We should understand our fears and learn to overcome them. Believe in yourself and don't let your fears overpower you. You are stronger than your fears. Recognize your fears, face them, and live a better, braver life. Are you ready to recognize and face your fears? Let's recognize our fears today and take a brave step forward. Did you know that we all have some common fears within us? These fears can affect our lives, even if we don't realize it. The first fear is the fear of failure. The fear of failure can keep us away from new opportunities. The second fear is the fear of the unknown. The fear of the unknown forces us to stay in our comfort zone. The third fear is the fear of rejection. The fear of rejection stops us from expressing our true thoughts and feelings. The fourth fear is the fear of criticism. The fear of criticism prevents us from expressing our creativity. The fifth fear is the fear of loneliness. The fear of loneliness can bind us in unhealthy relationships. The sixth fear is the fear of change, and the seventh fear is the fear of success. Chapter 4. The 7 Common Fears You Didn't Know You Had. We all have certain fears that we aren't even aware of. The first fear is the fear of rejection. It prevents us from connecting with others. The second fear is the fear of failure. It stops us from embracing new opportunities. And the third fear is the fear of running out of time. It keeps us constantly in a rush. The fourth fear is the fear of self-image. It prevents us from accepting ourselves. The fifth fear is the fear of crowds. It keeps us away from social activities. The sixth fear is the fear of creativity. It stops us from embracing new ideas. The seventh fear is the fear of the unknown. It prevents us from taking unfamiliar paths. Recognizing and dealing with these fears can make our lives better. When we face our fears, we become empowered and confident. Remember, recognizing and overcoming fear is the real victory. Chapter 5. The 7 Common Fears You Didn't Know You Had. We all have some fears that hold us back from moving forward. The first fear is the fear of failure. This fear stops us from embracing new opportunities and forces us to stay in our comfort zone. The second fear is the fear of the unknown. When we don't know what lies ahead, we often fear uncertainty and avoid taking risks. The third fear is the fear of criticism. We often fear others' opinions and refrain from expressing our thoughts because of this fear. The fourth fear is the fear of public speaking. This fear stops us from raising our voice and makes us doubt our abilities. The fifth fear is the fear of rejection. We often don't pursue our dreams because we fear being rejected. The sixth fear is the fear of change. We often fear change and avoid improving our lives because of this fear. The seventh fear is the fear of success. It may sound strange, but sometimes we fear success and don't achieve our goals because of this fear. Recognizing and facing these fears is important. These fears can hold us back, but overcoming them makes us stronger. Overcoming these fears means we can live our lives to the fullest. These are not just fears, but tests of our courage and determination. We must understand that fear is not an insurmountable obstacle, but one that can be overcome with courage and determination. Every challenge is a disguised opportunity. True success lies not in the absence of fear, but in conquering it. By overcoming these fears, we can face any challenge that comes our way.